All right, so let's take a look at what rules of logarithms that we need for this problem. Mostly what we're going to be using is the power rule to get our answer. Power rule is pretty much this entire thing. So if we look, if ln equals that nonsense, and then they break it down and they say a ln of x, and plus b ln of x, x minus 1. Well, what we're seeing here is that this right here, this ln of x, is actually referring to this part right there. Well, what did they do? Well, they used the power rule, and if we look over here at the power rule over here, the power rule states that that exponent just gets brought out in front of it. So what's that a equal? Well, that a is equal to that exponent, which is that 3 right there. Cool. And so the second part is, well, this x minus 1 right there. Well, that's that. Well, what is a square root? Well, a square root of x is equal to x to the 1 half. All right. So what's being brought out front? Real simple. That's a 1 half right there. All right. And then the last part right here, this last part right here, you know, there's nothing. There's nothing there, right? So we have plus what? All right. And that's a kind of weird. All right. Doesn't seem right. All right. Well, what's going on? Well, we got that plus c right there, but we see here with the quotient rule, whenever we're dividing, we should have a minus right there. All right. Well, where does that minus come from? Well, another way to think of something that's in the denominator, way to think of something that's in the denominator, if we were to have 1 over x, that would be x to the negative 1. All right. So what we actually really have there is that was in the denominator, and it got, for some reason, they brought it up to the numerator and gave it a negative 1 exponent. What they really should have done is, instead of having that c there, they should have just said, well, what is right there, that's going to be a negative 1. The 1's kind of redundant, which is kind of why I don't like this problem very much. You would just have like a negative right there, but whatever. I'm like 90% sure that's the answer. It's an ugly, weird way to write that, but yeah, that's, if it's in the denominator, it got brought up to there. So this should have been underlined in blue. Cool. Good. Good. All right. Let me know if you have any other questions.